Welcome to the Comet Legacy, where we visit with alumni from Velma Elma about what they're doing now and some memories from their time in Comet Country. This is our first episode. We will visit with the person on a daily basis is fighting for our lives in the state capitol, State Representative Tammy Townley. Okay. This is Townley. Thank you for spending time with us. First off, what year did you graduate from Velma, and what have you been up to over the years?
Okay, well, I graduated from Velma in 1984, and of course that was a really long time ago. So since then, I've worked in higher education, and I did lots of different things in higher education, and I worked for the state as a Department of Human Services social worker for a little while. And then I went to work for my longest place that I worked was for a contractor of the U.S. Department of Labor, and I did that for a really long time. And then I got elected into the into the Oklahoma House of Representatives, and I've been here for the last 7 years.
Okay. What is the most exciting part about being the state representative?
Oh, goodness. Well, of course, getting to meet wonderful people like you and getting to talk to students and getting to talk to constituents. But one of my favorite things that I honestly do is I help with my district. Whenever someone has a problem, whenever they're depending on what it is, what it could be. Sometimes it could be a passport issue. Sometimes it could be a child welfare issue. Sometimes it could be, they're having trouble with their electric service. You would not think that all of these things would fall under being in the House of Representatives, but it does, because it's a constituent problem. So therefore, if it's their problem, it's my problem. And if I can work out something that's easier for them and to make their life a little bit easier, then that's what I try to do.
Let's see. What is it about Velma that is so special to you, and what keeps you and other alumni so involved in what goes on?
Oh my goodness. I started in Velma when I was in second grade, and I have some of the best memories of being there. And, we got, you don't even know who this is, but it was a really big deal back in the day. We had Gary England come and talk to us. That's the David Payne of today. I mean, these are the things that I remember. Of course, being crowned Miss VA, which I know y'all just had your Miss VA pageant. That was amazing. I loved that part. And then, of course, I played basketball, and I cheered. And then whenever I stopped all of that, I still traveled with the team and did the books and did different things of that nature. But I still have my friends that I started school with that are still my friends today. I mean, we just had our 40-year class reunion, and we had a whole bunch of us together. And I'm telling you, they're some of the best people on this planet, and I'm so proud to call them my friends to this day, even from second grade. So it's just special, just having that small community.
That's actually really cool.
It is very cool, and you're very lucky to be where you're at. You're very blessed.
What are some of your favorite memories from your time in school here?
Well, I'm not sure I can tell you all of them because that might get us all in trouble. But we had some honorary boys in our high school class, and they liked to prank the girls. And they pulled some real big shenanigans with us, and those are honestly some of my favorite memories. And whenever the FFA boys would they do their farming week, things got crazy then. I'm just telling you, it was fun. We had a lot of fun, and I loved my time there at VA. We had a lot of good memories going on.
What would you say is the biggest event that happened while you were here?
Well, of course, we had a lot of really we had a key presidential election about that time, so that was very big. But let's see, I'm trying to think. Of course, we won the state champion basketball tournament my senior year, and that was epic. Our girls team made it to regionals that year, which the things that had not been done in multiple years, if ever. And so those were pretty great things to happen while I was there.
What was your favorite teacher in your favorite class?
Goodness. I still have to go back to one of my elementary school teachers, and her name was Miss Gordon. And she taught when I got into high school. Timmy Roaring was one of my favorite teachers. She just was one of the coolest teachers, and Judy Pretty, oh my gosh. All these names are just coming to my mind, and I think that was my favorite subject. I was horrible in math. Horrible. I have to laugh because, President Bush always said, even C students A. I mean, I think I managed to be in the top 5% of my class, but it was not without a B in math. Because I couldn't make an A to save my life in any math class, but all really good at it. And so, I think that's why I so did it so much.
Yeah, math is not my strong subject. Not at all.
Mine either, sister.
No.
Mine either.
Okay, and finally, what is the best advice you have for Comet students?
My best advice would be, don't ever stop learning. Read. Those are some of the best things you can do. I listen to podcasts when I'm in the car. Yes, I love music, and yes, I love to watch. Once you stop learning, it's almost like you stop growing as an individual. So that is one of my biggest things, is always keep learning, never stop, and never stop exercising. Good Lord, I have never stopped. I am still, I could probably take someone back.